Gentleman is recognized.
I thank the gentlelady. You can't make this stuff up. In a Christmas Eve bill with no legislative consideration, an otherwise non-controversial bill, a provision was stuck in to say that the Postal Service should pre-fund 75 years of health benefits for retirees. Now think about that. That means people who have not yet been born, who have not yet gone to work for the Postal Service for a career and then might retire, we're paying for their health care now. Now, name one other entity in the United States of America, corporate or government, that does anything like this. It's nuts, and it's a piggy bank. The money isn't being put into a trust fund to pay for their health insurance. It's going into the maw of the Treasury. Who knows where it goes? It's maybe makes the debt look a little smaller. That was why President Bush pushed for it. But it is accounting for the majority of the losses of the Postal Service. So yes, this will help relieve pressure on the Postal Service and on rates. And I think there's a lot of Americans who would like not to see the postal rates keep going up. Now, there's 300 bipartisan co-sponsors. There aren't too many things around here these days like that, because I think many people realize this doesn't make much sense, and the Postal Service is a critical service. It's not the government-run business to make a profit. It is the U.S. Postal Service. Star routes don't make money. If you represent a rural area, you can't make money out there. FedEx and UPS won't go out there. They get the Postal Service to take the stuff out there. If you dismantle the Postal Service, then everybody in rural America is out of luck. And there's a whole heck of a lot of other people who are dependent upon this. Newspapers, rural newspapers, small businesses. When a few years ago, well, many years ago when I first started working on this, I posted something on my website. Tell me if you need the Postal Service. And for people from all the small towns all around my very large district said, I sell on eBay. That's how I'm making a living out here in Powers, Oregon, or in other little places around my district. I couldn't afford, and they, UPS or FedEx. I get the one package price. So this is critical. And, every day, hundreds of thousands of our veterans get their drugs delivered by the United States Postal Service, many of them in rural areas, hard to serve, and sure as heck hard for them to get to the VA hospital or get into town. So we need to stop burdening the Postal Service with something that makes no sense. Are there other things that need to be reformed? Yes. But once we take this $5 billion a year burden off them, they've already put $50 billion into a theoretical account to pay for health care for future postal employees who haven't been born yet, who might work there and might retire someday and might get health benefits. That's more than enough. And by the way, this doesn't score in any way. So that's why we have 300 bipartisan sponsors, and I urge my colleagues at long last to undo this stupidity. With that, I yield back the balance.